hanging out with my girl at her crib and shit. In the last video, I was telling y'all about how this shit went down. All kinds of energy and shit showed up. Demons. And this shit right here, nigga. This motherfucker right here. Yeah, of course, this too. But this motherfucker right here. And this Santa Claus looking motherfucker. So y'all thought Santa Claus wasn't real. Well, that motherfucker is.
Oh, to live in this world is frightful, and the fire is not delightful. But since the heathens won't learn, let them burn, let them burn, let them burn. Man, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I got me some corn for popping. And since the heathens won't learn, let them burn, let them burn, let them burn.
Welcome to Spirit World News. I am your host, Player Lord. Now, obviously in this video, I'm going to be showing y'all images and video from the situation of, concerning the situation that happened the other day with these motherfuckers trying to cover up all of that shit by the sun during the sunset here in Gary, Indiana. All those entities manifesting in the clouds. Show y'all some other shit, talk about some shit, and that's it. But before I start with those images and that I got from some of my subscribers and things of that nature, I'm gonna tell y'all the situation about this dry run of the rapture that I had. Now, before I begin, I'm gonna play y'all this short clip from one of my previous videos that I made a number of weeks ago when I was trying to get away from these heathenist ass freaking out over the coronavirus niggas. People rejected the truth, or they rejected truth that they didn't like, and now they all freaking out and shit over some fucking coronavirus shit that don't even fucking exist. And then these are the same motherfuckers who coming at me think I'm supposed to sit back and not do shit and do y'all locked up and all scared and shit. Fuck you. Fuck the coronavirus. Fuck all this shit. I don't give a fuck if the coronavirus is real and I catch that shit and die. Good. That means I get to go home and get the fuck away from you niggas. But anyway. Oh boy. You motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to keep me locked down too much longer. I'm getting sick of this shit. I'm gonna fucking explode. Oh, brother. Now, I've had at least a dozen jobs in my life. At least. 47 years. Never had a real vacation until now. I think it was 2019. I got an email from one of my subscribers, and she was talking about the rapture. And she asked me, are we going to have to fight our way up out of this shit? And I told her no. Remember, this was 2019 when I said this. I told her that we fighting our way up out of this motherfucker now. And this is why we going through all this shit with these heathens ass motherfuckers. Slavery is over, they don't want to admit it. Their time is up, they don't want to admit it. They still trying to hold on to us. Don't want us to move, be locked down with them. And a nigga like me, I've been basically locked down my entire life. And now it's finally time for me to move on. They really trying to keep a nigga locked up. So, I finally went on a motherfucking real vacation. Went to my queen's house, the wilderness. And this was like a dry run of the rapture. So this is how this shit took place. Listen to this shit, niggas. One thing I never told y'all is that ever since I opened up my third eye, back in 2011, from that point on to this very day, every time I close my eyes, I can actually see energy. It's like in a silhouette form. One of my brothers talked about that's the masculine energy. I see this energy flowing. Sometimes it's moving slow. Depending on the energy, it'll be moving real fast. And many times I will see shapes. Sometimes I will actually see people walking in this masculine energy silhouette type form. They showed some shit like this in a number of movies. One of the movies they showed it in was that movie Daredevil, played by Ben Affleck. It's the same shit. And I can see energy. I can see that energy flowing every single time I close my eyes. So, when I made that video, Demons Around the Moon, number of days after that, it was time for me to leave, go into the wilderness, go stay with my queen for a while. That night before I left, I couldn't get to sleep. Of course. What's new? About 6 o'clock in the morning, I closed my eyes, and all them demons that I showed y'all around the moon, I could clearly see them. Just as clear as what I was showing y'all in the video. Not a dream, not sleep. As soon as I close my eyes, I can see them in that masculine energy, that silhouette type form, whatever you want to say. Excuse me. So anyway, I'm getting ready to get the fuck up out of here. And these demons in the physical form as well. All around me, and they coming after me, and it's time to go. This is like some rapture type shit, right? So, I finally fell asleep for about 2 hours, woke up, got dressed, grabbed my bag, got the fuck up out of here. Now, I get to the motherfucking bus station. Happy in the motherfucker, knowing I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. Eventually, I finally get on the motherfucking bus. Got my mask, and all of a sudden, this motherfucker next to me started coughing. I was like, uh-oh. He might have the coronavirus. But anyway, I'm chilling on the bus, checking out the scenery and everything, Eventually, I make it to my destination, get to the bus station in, Milwaukee. And my queen picked me up. Did a little sightseeing on the way back, how it is. It's like, hey, I got away from these motherfuckers. This is like the motherfucking rapture. Like a dry run. While I was on the bus doing my little sightseeing and shit, I saw a car pass by. And on the license plate, it said rapture. Couldn't make this shit up. This is like a dry run, getting away from these motherfucking demons, getting the fuck up out of here. That blink of an eye, twinkling of an eye type shit. So eventually, I made it. Doing a little sightseeing on the way back. Got to my queen's house, chilling. It's like, hey, I'm here, I made it. Chilling with my queen, real vacation. Hey, let's party. So as many of y'all know, eventually all these demons manifested like a motherfucker. At my girl's house, I know a lot of them motherfuckers follow me from Gary, Indiana as well. Eventually, I went through this thing where I went through this, in a rage again. And, good rage. And my queen, she went through the same shit. And she's worrying about her personal situation affecting me and vice versa. But everything was cool between me and her. But she was so worried about what she was going through. I started in the back of my mind thinking, uh-oh. It's like, is she gonna change on the nigga? And am I gonna have to take off running back to the motherfucking ghetto? It's like, okay, she gonna change on the nigga. Start cussing me out, acting like a motherfucking member of the Ku Klux Klan. Nigga, I got you now, nigga. I'm coming to get you, nigga. But she was cool in the motherfucker. Everything was cool. I was completely comfortable. I was never bored. She cool in the motherfucker. But of course, also during that time, I went through that shit with I had that dream that YouTube was fucking with my channel. 2 hours later, after I woke up, found out they deleted that video and shit, and so on and so forth. But of course, this is the image that I put on the last video. I'm gonna play y'all that video in a minute. But first, let me go to this shit right quick, right here. I want to show this image again. Shout out to Donnell for all the images that he sent me. I've been since I looked at these images again, looked at that video I made, Paranormal Activity, I've been able to see this shit more clearer now. And this is one of my favorite images right here. This is just freaking phenomenal. And I darkened it a little bit so y'all can really get a good look at that shit. I mean, look at that motherfucker. And when I first looked at this shit, I thought the head was down here, and a lot of times it do be at both ends. But look at E.T. right here. Let me get the other image. Let's see if I can be more presentable and not curse so motherfucking much. But anyway, yeah, I can clearly see this shit now. This image is just like, okay, yeah, there it is. Look at the three-dimensional look that came through in this image. I mean, it's fucking, look at it. E.T. The details is just remarkable. Look at those eyes. Look at that mouth. The detail, like I said, the three-dimensional look on this creature. And this is what's happening. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of us, a lot of people, pretty much everybody who I get in contact with on a regular basis, who got their own YouTube channel, they've been experiencing this shit with these demons in the flesh more and more, if not an individual, YouTube, or both. And what's happening is what I told y'all was gonna happen. That is too much negative demonic energy around for these average dummies to just continue to be the average dummy. They should be acting like like I said, that movie 28 Days Later. So now we are starting to see this shit. They freaking out more and more. They know their time is up. It's motherfucking Judgment Day. Now they starting to point their fingers at us more and more and more. The truth is being thrown in their face. And it's like, okay, they know. See, they waking up to who they are. These fucking demons that I showed around the moon. This is not the moon right here. This is the street light in front of the house. And I'm going to zoom in on this shit in a minute. But this shit that's going on with all these demons coming in, it's basically their higher self. These demons are waking these motherfuckers up. And now they starting this shit, talking shit, being in denial, thinking that all these wicked ass people and their family, they going to heaven and all this shit. No, you ain't. All these wicked ass motherfuckers who lived an entire lifetime being wicked and shit, they going to heaven. No, they ain't. All these motherfuckers who died, they going to heaven. No, they ain't. No. See, these motherfuckers in denial. Now, look at this shit. This is the street light that I just showed y'all right in front of my house. Look at all the motherfucking demons. Now, y'all see, I zoomed in and I slowed that shit down. Now, before I play this shit, I'm gonna lighten this motherfucker up a little bit. See, y'all think I be play pimping, don't you? Uh-huh. Look at that shit. Y'all see them motherfucking demons, don't you? Now, let's push play. Let's look at that shit. Mm-hmm. Look at that shit. Just take a glance at that shit. Same shit that's around the moon. That shit is here. This is basically these demon in the flesh higher selves. Look at all that shit. Big faces, little faces. Just go ahead and take a glance at that shit. Right there. Look at that shit. Mm-hmm. So now you got all these idiots who are waking up to who they truly are. This demonic energy is about to fuck these niggas up. But it's that positive energy that's here as well. And God's people are waking up too. This energy, our higher selves, is here as well. We all are motherfucking waking up. Mm-hmm. So you niggas thought I was play pimping. Motherfucker. Now let me see. Before I show y'all the video of this shit right here, I want to show y'all this shit right quick. I captured the quote unquote. Brother, here we go. I captured the basic UFO that everybody knows of in those clouds from that video I caught. And I wasn't sure if this is what that was, but there was a video put up by Mavi777 showing the same shit. So with all that shit that I caught, even got these motherfucking little what we know as UFOs, you know. Let's check out some more shit. One more time, let me I want to go back to this image too. One more time. I just want y'all to see this shit because I think this is one of the best images that I've gotten. Look at the details in this motherfucker. That's just fucking awesome. This motherfucker even got a beard and shit. Look at that shit. It's your ass, Mr. Postman. It's Judgment Day. Now your ass is done. Ordained killer. Run, nigga, run. Okay. Before I show y'all some images, I'm gonna play this video if I can find this motherfucker. Let's see where it's at. Uh-oh. That motherfucker ain't even on here. Oh yeah, I know where it's at. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, this is the video that I captured of the sunset with all these entities in these so-called clouds. The video's about 7 minutes. I'm just gonna skim through it and let y'all see some shit. And also, like I told y'all before, anybody want to use any of these images, any of my images, any of these videos, feel free. Do that shit. I don't give a fuck. Now, let's take a look at this shit. This is the very beginning of the video when I started recording this shit. It's your ass, Mr. Postman. I got images of these entities manifesting even in the chemtrails. We've seen that many times. This shit is fucking beautiful though, ain't it? But when I zoomed in on that shit, it's your ass, Mr. Postman. Now let me fast forward a little bit here. Look at that. Just like I said, Chemtrail City. Look at him. Always spraying that shit. Sick bastards. And then expect me to be all nice and sweet and shit. Fuck you niggas. Yeah. Yeah, let's play that shit right there. And looking at this footage, it looked like it might be two suns over there too. Somewhere around there. That shit is fucking amazing. It's beautiful. Look at all the chemtrail planes up there and shit, yeah. And like I said, you pay attention to this shit, you'll see the motherfuckers, entities even manifesting through the chemtrails. And the thing about that shit is too, that them fucking chemtrails, it ain't just these spirits manifesting through that shit. That shit is so wicked and demonic that these motherfucking entities, the demonic entities, they will actually be a part of the fucking chemtrails anyway when they actually put that shit together. Uh-huh. Judgment Day, now your ass is done. Ordained killer. Run, nigga, run. Let me do a little fast forward in here. Uh-oh. Let me check this out right here. I'm gonna show some images in a second. Move, nigga. Okay. I'll get a good view of that shit. So nobody say.
My name is Dr. Mask. Many of you know me as Player Lord, Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai, the Messiah, Yeshua, Pandera. This is a message for the ungodly. Your God has come for you. He will reign across the globe, or should I say world. The earth is flat. And I, the Messiah, I will leave this world. And then I will return. And I will put you all out of your misery. You rejected the truth. It's your ass, Mr. Postman. The Messiah has spoken.
He probably drew that shit and CGI. Shut up, niggas. Stop using all them damn excuses. And stop falling for all this Project Bluebeam shit, too. Everything ain't Project Bluebeam. Everything in the sky is not a quote-unquote UFO either. But this is one of the excuses that they use. Everything is Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam. No, it ain't. Look at that shit. Beautiful. Alright, let me see. Let me fast forward right quick. Look at that shit. Ooh, move. Look like the fucking sky's on fire. Alright, let's move on. Alrighty then. I'm gonna show some images before I show y'all the last video that I captured when I got on the roof. I was hyped up like a motherfucker. Yeah, they ain't getting up on that roof again. Fuck that shit. It's cold in the motherfucker too. But I darkened this image a little bit because the sun was so fucking bright. Even though I know y'all can see that shit. But I darkened this image a little bit. I mean, just look at the detail. Do I really have to point anything out? I mean, look at this shit. This shit is fucking amazing. And it's obviously all kinds of shit up in here. Look at this motherfucker. Mouth, eye. Is that a big ass dragon and shit? See? It's your ass, Mr. Postman. And I don't know what the fuck this motherfucker is. I mean, look at that shit. Look at his mouth wide open. Look at the fucking detail in that shit, y'all. I mean, this shit is just fucking beautiful. Look at it. Ooh. Ain't no need of me pointing this shit out. Y'all can see that shit. Look at that shit. That shit is beautiful. But again, this is bad news for these heathenist ass motherfuckers. It's Judgment Day, niggas. Y'all thought we was play pimping. I ain't told y'all about that shit. Oops, let me see. Fuck is that? A goddamn... I don't know what the fuck that is. Shit, but that's something. Snout. Maybe it's some kind of creature, elephant. Shit, I don't know. Let me see. Ooh. Faces. Look at this big ass hippo looking monster and shit. I am stunned. I've seen this type of stuff in my so-called dreams. So seeing this now, it ain't no surprise to me. I'm not surprised, but it's just seeing this is still amazing. Yeah, we will see all this shit before we finally get the fuck up out of here. Let me move to another image. This motherfucker right here looks like some kind of dog dragon and shit. There's his eye right there. The details are so fucking perfect in this shit that I don't have to point this shit out to y'all. And it's like these. It look like it's some entities in front of this motherfucker as well, similar to this shit, similar to each one. So it's almost like this motherfucker eating them and shit in some in a sense. But you know, it's just, I mean, you know, look at this shit. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. It's your ass, Mr. Postman. Damn. Look at that shit. Look at that motherfucker. Look. Boy. Okay, let me go to the next image. Okay. Shout out to everybody who sent me images. I got a whole bunch of images over the last 24, 48 hours. But I had to go through some demon nigga shit, and I ain't get the opportunity to go through all the images and shit, so I just grabbed a few images right quick. And this is from one of my subscribers. Just recently sent me this. And you can see all the entities up in this motherfucker. Look at that shit. And the more you look, you will see shit all over the place. Oh shit. Look at that motherfucker. Okay, it was one more over here I wanted to check out right quick before I move to the last image and then show y'all that video. I know y'all see that motherfucker. And of course a number of entities in this shit. There's something else too, and this ain't just my images, of course. If y'all notice, because I told y'all it already be color up in this shit. You see how you can see the little purple here and there? When y'all see that shit, those are entities. Alright, this is the video, the last video I took of this day. When I got on the roof like an idiot. I could have fell off that motherfucker. And of course you can see all kinds of shit up in here if you check it out. But I'm just gonna play this video. I edited this motherfucker, so y'all can I want y'all to see this shit as I pan the motherfucking camera and shit. Play a Lord on the roof. Don't fall off that motherfucker. Look at that shit. Look at that big ass long so-called cloud. Look at that shit. One end of the globe, I mean world, to another. Yeah, that's right. The earth is flat. I said it. Beautiful, ain't it? Look at that shit. The end. Judgment Day, now your ass is done. Ordained killer. Run, nigga, run. But anyway, I had one of my subscribers send me an email talking about, because I mentioned in the last video about the December 21st situation. A lot of people was talking about that powers and supernatural gifts was gonna come online and niggas was gonna be flying like Superman and all this shit. And she was asking me, well, is it, you know, is that situation true? And yeah, it is true. I talked about this a long time ago, that y'all gonna be seeing demons and niggas flying in the sky. The problem with this situation, December 21st, unfortunately, some people believe that it was gonna happen on that specific date, December 21st. So, as usual, powers that be, Illuminati, whatever you want to call these motherfuckers, we the real Illuminati. But anyway, so-called powers that be, they put out some shit in there, you know, making fun of this shit, because they know this shit is gonna happen, but they knew that this shit wasn't gonna happen right on December 21st. So they made little jokes about this shit and try to embarrass people like they always do. But the situation with us coming online, waking up to who we truly are, that shit truly is gonna happen. It's just unfortunate that people thought it was gonna happen specifically on that date. YouTube channel Big Judah talked about this. And a lot of people been talking about this, not just me, that it's a process. It wasn't gonna be December 21st, boom, Superman. No, it's a it's a process. We had these energies come through and things happen like me getting into a motherfucking rage. We keep going through these Ascension levels. And like I said so many times, people can't help setting dates with all this shit. And it's unfortunate. But our DNA coming online and being able to have unlimited power, spiritual power, our supernatural gifts will return. Yeah, you will see you niggas flying in the motherfucking sky. And all this shit manifesting in the clouds and shit, it's gonna get to the point we ain't just gonna see these motherfuckers manifest like this. You're gonna actually see these motherfuckers in motion, coming after motherfuckers, all kinds of shit. Right now, we seeing a lot of manifestations. But when it gets to the point where none of the spirits, including us, of course, will be held back, people are going to see this shit for what it really is. You're going to see these entities in the clouds moving, coming after motherfuckers. You know, just like they showed that shit in, I think it was the second movie they made of The Mummy. So you ain't just going to see a face in the cloud. Them motherfuckers going to be actually coming after motherfuckers, seeing motherfuckers in the sky, fighting each other, and so on and so forth. And this energy has to come through in increments as we wake up, because if it came through too fast, too hard, boom, it's over. And we wake up. And that's what's going to happen at that appointed time. But unfortunately, you know, people thought it was going to happen specifically on December 21st.